It's been a while. If you don't follow me on social media and you're only following me on the channel, you only see my hands, so you might not know about some of the changes I've been going through, and I just wanted to talk about that, about what my 2019 has been like, and kind of where I want to go from here, and what that means for the channel, and for my music, and for you. So, the last time we talked, I had just switched my Patreon from weekly to monthly, as I kind of shifted to making less content, not being so diligent about releasing a video every week. My partner opened a skate park. It's called Stronger Skate Park. Taking in a new business with a family, opening a small business, it's a lot of work, and it's brought about a lot of changes in our lives. I've been doing a lot more of the day-to-day upkeep of our family because my partner has been running a business, and that takes a lot of time, and I want to support them in their business, so I've been at the park a lot more, and because of this, I've been making less videos. That's been the main reason why videos have been so slow this year. I went from releasing a video a week to releasing maybe one a month throughout the spring and summer, and I'm just starting to get back into a pattern of doing more, and while we were doing that, we started to go through another big shift in our lives. And this started early summer, late spring. That was kind of the moment that I realized that I don't really identify as a guy. And I think that realization was something I've actually always known, that I don't really identify as a dude. I just used to think that because of that, there was no such thing as gender identity. But what I realized, and this kind of came out of a long period of the last few years of me learning how to value myself, learning healthy self-worth, and learning kind of how to love myself after spending the majority of my life not knowing how to do that. I realized that there is something there, because the moment I started to embrace femininity, the moment I started to embrace more feminine things, it started to well up something very powerful inside of me. And that's kind of led me on this journey to embracing the fact that I'm trans. I identify as a non-binary trans femme person, female pronouns, female titles. I'm changing my name to Amie. This is who I am now. While I've been going through this process, so has my partner. They go by AJ now. They use they, them pronouns. And it was their courage to kind of take that final step in owning who they were, which is a process they've been going through their whole lives, that gave me a space that I felt like I could really be honest with myself. Any album released up to this point under the name Ace Waters is still going to be available under Ace Waters. I don't want to take the albums down and have people who purchase them have to repurchase them or anything stupid like that. I don't want to mess up what's already out there. And I kind of want to leave that legacy of that part of my life. That was just a part of that journey. I wouldn't be here now if I didn't have that part of the journey. So for me, it's okay for me to keep those albums up. My history isn't going anywhere, so it'll never be difficult to find out who I've been throughout my life. This has been a process of growth and discovery and exploration, and as I explore and find out more about myself, I am growing into a more fulfilled version of me. And that more fulfilled version of me has a new name. That name is really important to me. It means a lot to me. It brings me great joy when I hear people call me Amie. And it's because of those reasons that I want to change my name. It was really hard to make this choice because my name has a lot of meaning, both as my music, it's the title I put my music out under, and it's really important to my family. So it was really hard, and I had to spend a lot of time really thinking about if it was worth it to change my name. I only hope that that speaks to how powerful the joy that I feel around my new name, how powerful that is, how important it is for me to be honest about who I really am and what is important to me. And one of those things is my name. And so that is why I'm changing it. And I'm really, really happy with all of my new logos and the new design for the channel. I think it's awesome. And I'm really excited to move forward as Amie Waters. Alright, so moving from kind of where I've been and what's been going on to the future and what's going to be happening, Cosmos of the Soul is my new album, It's an expanded LP based around Bisexual Space Magic, which was the EP I released in June. It's a new album, full-length album. It's a concept album. It's very space opera-esque. There's a story that's going on through the whole thing. It's all instrumental, but there's a ton of concepts, and a lot of it has to do with identity and exploring who you are. That inside of you is a cosmos of itself to learn about and explore, to grow into, and that throughout our entire lives we're going to learn more and more about who we are, and that we should cherish and celebrate that exploration. And that's what I wanted to express through music. So, this album, I really wanted it out by the end of the year. I don't want to put out a release date just yet because I want to be sure that I can release the album on that date, but know that if it isn't out by the end of this year, sometime in December, it will be out early next year. And I guess just quickly I want to cover what's going on with the channel. I have every intention of still putting out content on my channel. I am currently trying to meet a schedule outside of Zelda Month, because Zelda Month I'm going to try and do a little more. So, after Zelda Month, I'm going to go back to doing a song every other week. Doing every other week also leaves me a lot of room to pursue original music and other projects and commission work and all the other stuff I do as a musician, and this is really good for me. I was able to make Cosmos of the Soul because I had more time to pour into original music. I have another original album that I've actually been working on for longer called Nakazora that I hope to release by the end of next year because I'm almost done with it. I want to be able to pour my creativity into the things that are moving me. My channel is one of those things, but I don't want it to be the only thing. And so I'm going to do videos every other week. That's the plan for now. If it changes, I'll let you know. I'm gonna ask you again to go and support on Patreon. It's more important than ever. As I make more videos and I pour my time into it, I'm really going to need that support from another space, and that support has been cut in half essentially since the beginning of this year. So, if you like what I do, if you think the music I make is good and you want to support me, Patreon is the best place to do it. So go and support if you like what I'm doing on the channel. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps a lot. If you support at a certain tier, your name will show up in the credits as one of the people who helps make my videos. If you support at the highest tier, you get access to my entire discography, which will include Cosmos of the Soul the moment it's done. You'll get the album probably at least a month early. This is something I like to offer to people. I know it only comes up, once or twice a year because I'm only releasing so many albums, but it's pretty cool to get an album, like a full month ahead of everyone else. So if you really like my music, you can support for the discography tier, get all of the music I've ever made, and the new album once it's done. There's other stuff, you can go and check it out. It's over there. Go click over and support if you want to. You also get access to the Patreon channel on my Discord. You also get to vote on the Patreon picks once a month. Roughly, I cover a song that my Patreon picks. I take recommendations, I listen to them, I pick 4 songs, and then the patrons vote on which one they like the most, and that one gets covered. My most recent cover, which should be out soon, was picked by my patrons, and all of Zelda Month is going to be picked by patrons. So this is the perfect time to become a part of what's going on over there. I always say, join the party that's happening on Patreon. And support the music I'm making over here. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. It's been a really wild year. A lot of changes, a lot of feeling like I don't really have a stable footing on anything. Learning to be okay with that, learning to be okay with not really knowing where things are going or who I'm going to be at the end of all of this. The more I kind of find my stable ground, the more excited I am. I'm really, really excited to get back into making music. I'm really excited to share Cosmos of the Soul with you all. I'm really excited about the projects that are going to come next and the new videos I'm going to do. I'm really excited about embracing who I am and being able to share that with the world. Like, this has been so positive and good for me, and I'm really, really happy that I can finally just be me. I don't expect anyone, I honestly have the best fans in the world. You have all been amazing, especially on Twitter and Instagram and Discord. Super supportive, wonderful people. I really don't expect a lot of nastiness because y'all are the best, but please, refrain from attacks or mean-spirited things. Please don't say anything like that. Yeah, that's it. I don't have much else to say. Trans rights, obviously. Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting. Check out the Patreon. More videos are coming. I got Mario Galaxy coming up next, and then we got Zelda Month. Awesome stuff on the way. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep making music, and I'm really happy to be able to be myself everywhere. So that's awesome. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all soon. Cool? Alright, bye.